It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. I would like to apologize for myself. The reason we did not play last week is because I was sick. I'm still trying not to cough as much, but if I start coughing, I will have to mute my mic. I'll try and keep things civil. We don't need any coughing NPCs. But in case you missed a few weeks ago, the party went inside the vacation rod trying to flee the newly mutated Shavira, arriving in a wooded area with a large temple in it. They met a GIF. Yeah, man, those are way too close. They should have done. Anyway. No, it is not. Anyway.
I will die on that hill.
It's 2 F's, actually. The GIF hippos are 2 F's. Anyway.
Well, just call them a hippo then.
Meeting the GIF dessert. Anyway, meeting him and kind of commiserating, learning that his friends had all died tragically while in the rod that had somehow been cursed. The party took refuge in it, taking a long rest while inside. But with a little bit of an egging on from Anzu, Thea pulled a card from the deck of many things, which caused her balance to shift. Her alignment flipped, so she is now lawful good or lawful
evil
or lawful evil.
One of us.
Anyway, it was then revealed that the curse itself was the gift they met on that fateful night. They fought and eventually exited the rod into the rubble of the cavern that they once stood, and a black smoke poured out of the rod. And that will be where we begin tonight's session.
Where are we ending up? Because I know we're supposed to end up in the same place that we left.
Yeah, so you guys emerge and there's rubble all around you. You see a bunch of smashed mind flayer bodies kind of laying everywhere. Shavira is gone.
Is she dead? Because I missed that episode.
Oh yes, she is a mind flayer elder brain dragon thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but you guys don't know a lot about that, so I'm not going to expand on it. Just yeah.
It's basically if you took a mind flayer and you took a dragon, you put them together, and it becomes an even worse, even stronger thing that can now control you while also killing you as a dragon.
Its breath attack is now illithid tadpoles.
How's the whole Thea being with the worm in her eye? How's that going?
We haven't experienced that much, and we haven't experienced her being evil much yet. I mean, that hasn't happened really yet, so.
Oh yeah, you didn't even know about that, did you, Zach?
I told him.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while to go.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's okay.
Soccer and all that.
Yeah, it's fine. We're back. So you guys are standing in the rubble, kind of at different places within the cavern. You can see the sky above you. It's around probably... Let's see, you guys took a long rest. It's around... Well, actually, somebody make a nature check for me.
I got it.
Let the druid make nature.
Oh, no.
I mean, both of you technically could do it.
Do you want me to help you, sir?
If Cirrus rolls
It's
no,
a
it's a
natural
survival
one.
check.
I will help Cirrus.
Zaga's just like,
I
guy
will.
looks weird.
I will also cast guidance on Cirrus while he's
doing it then.
Yes.
Okay, survival check for Cirrus because he's a ranger.
Cirrus, I'm looking out at the clouds and I'm trying to think of what time it is.
Let me
Let's have a discussion about this.
point this to the left.
I'm holding my hand up.
+1 or advantage?
With guidance, it's a D4, additional
It's
D4.
plus a D4. All right.
You get advantage with the help, though.
Yeah.
So you
I
get
also get
advantage,
advantage.
and then also guidance on top of it.
Okay,
Abby, what are
that's
you
a little
eating?
better.
It looks...
I know we haven't been doing it in a while, and I tried to bring it back because I think guidance is actually a very helpful scenario.
All right. Jacob, that would be a 19.
19. It's around 8 in the morning.
Nice.
But you do notice the wind is very heavy.
When you said we took a long rest?
Yes, you guys took a long rest. So you can regain your hit dice and you regain your spell slots. You can hear this newly created chasm, the wind howling just crazy loud up top. You can also see the clouds are streaking past with a pretty good clip.
I'm sorry, I was not listening.
Wind loud and big.
It's
Big wind.
It's a bit
Clouds.
windy. I'm seeing that clouds are moving very quickly.
That's our
It seems to
ranger.
seems to be around 8-ish in the morning if we're going on a 24-hour kind of thing.
I think he's right. I think it is around about 8-ish. So.
So Jacob, am I still like 3 points lower from the thing that happened a while ago?
Have you had Greater Restoration cast on you?
I don't think so.
Then
We
yes,
did
you're-
level up though.
It does.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
I didn't know because he did have to roll new HP, so I just didn't know if that was still a
It's
thing.
not like when you set a new bench press limit for yourself that your muscles suddenly can do it more.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Fair enough. Anzu, you hear the voice of Linares in your head. She says, traveled back to Iman. Hope you are safe.
I am safe. Dragon bitch is mind flare dragon bitch.
Okay.
Right to the point.
So what are you guys doing?
The
The cliff face, now that there is a cliff face here, is probably about 200 feet up.
Oh fuck!
climbing at him.
we're in a tough situation right now because if we try to climb this and if they're like out there or something, I mean, we need a win is the issue. We need to be able to win one of these fights at some point. And it's we're just getting a little bit too close to this time that we have to be able to at least figure something out, and it's not looking too good, so I'm sorry. I just thought it was a funny joke. And I'm just a little scared of the situation that we have at hand. So I just don't like what if we travel back to Amon, what do we do? Regroup again, try to build some more strength, and then or like try to, I don't know, go back out and kill another one? Like what's going on? We haven't even found your son. I mean, do you want to look for your son like immediately, or do you want to regroup in Amon with Linares and maybe try to figure out a way to gain a little bit more power? I know.
Single may not be here when we go.
I understand that.
You guys feel the ground begin to kind of shake underneath you, like a small earthquake.
We should leave.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
We probably should
Definitely
leave.
gotta choose something.
What'd you name Kitty again?
I turned my
Last
mic
time
down a little.
Well, you gave it a funny name.
I think it was Stinky.
Stinker.
Ah, close.
Yeah, Stinky.
Kitty.
Proper name for
All right, what are you guys gonna do? The shaking stops.
I guess we head back to. You want to go back to Amon, or are you staying? Do you want to stay here?
All right, everybody, let's have a press on. Head back to Amon.
It's not as much of. I mean, I would rather you choose. It is your son. If you want to press on, that I can't think of anything better to do right now. Realistically, my vote's in the air.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Is there a way we can try to find him a little easier? Like, is there like, can we try to reconnect with him or something?
I'm gonna use Detect
Wasn't
Dragon.
he, able?
Heck, Dragon.
I can.
Actually, rangers can kind of do that.
I can also do that with melee.
Fuck off me!
It's true.
Get the fuck off!
Cats. All right, how are you guys getting out of this chasm? Or should I say, chasm?
Yes.
My vote is Animus turns into a snake.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
And we go up.
You have that giant bug that you could ride?
Yeah, you do. You have a giant Yeah, you have a giant bug. You have a giant beetle or
I
something.
don't know what you guys are talking about. Like,
That's-
I do that, couldn't I?
Caleb and Abby saying that, maybe not. I don't know if Animus and Thea know that.
Fly. You've seen him use it
Yeah.
before.
Oh, okay.
I had to use it.
When he was getting.
Only we had some way to fly out.
that would be neat.
I can
how
fly
many-
us out
how
of
many
here.
People can
2.
be on this? Two. Oh. So here's the thing. I can only carry 2 people, so me and another person.
I can turn into something else and carry 2 other people.
Why don't you go out and come back?
So Anzu, just for point of order here, you could cast Dimension Door and get to the top of the cliff easily.
Okay, I cast Dimension Door.
So as you guys are all having this
With you.
discussion, you see Anzu open a Dimension Door and you just walk through it, and now he's on top of the cliff.
I'm gonna
Saigon,
I'm gonna
you-
use my
Dive
Okay.
through. Just
okay.
I'm just trying.
Look at the other two. I'm like, well. Alright.
You have orbs too.
Cirrus
I
and Animus do not.
I'll turn into a. Do I want to waste one this early though?
You've got to remember, Lochnar has one, and I believe Braun still technically has one.
And Thea's
Who
boyfriend.
Rupert
has one.
Why didn't we get Braun?
Here goes you, really?
Yeah, I gave Rupert one.
Oh, sick. I wanted to go
I gave him mine to help him find you, but then we found each other before he found you.
It's like Chisme.
He also has something that I was trying to bring into play like 3 freaking episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
But it's fine.
All right, so we'll say through time, all of you get to the top of this cliff.
That's fair. Thank you, Jacob. I just want to let you know I'm not using an animal shape. Are you allowing that?
I was
Oh,
saying,
yeah, sure.
am I using my...
The fly has no like usage limit on it, so yeah, you
Yes,
can use
yes,
it.
it does.
Oh, it does?
Rip.
Once every 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Hunter, just put the cat out of your room.
I can turn into a giant eagle and fly us up.
Are you okay? Are you done being flayed by a cat?
Kinky.
All right, we'll say just blah, blah, yada, yada. You guys all get up there.
Okay.
Flavor text. Okay, cool. Hey, whoa!
Whoa! Crazy that we just got up to the top of this cliff.
I need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh, goody.
I'm pretty good at these. I'm gonna give myself guidance because fuck it. Ooh, I needed it. I didn't need it. 22.
22, okay.
21.
21, okay.
19.
19, okay. Watch,
Can I
D is going to get
find-
75. I rolled a 75.
Would find the path get me there.
Perception check.
I'm sick. Sick nasty.
I told you she's going to roll really high.
27.
Okay.
No. Yes.
So, as you guys get to the top, 2 things catch your eye. The clouds that were flowing in one direction, they're actually swirling as you see this massive machine that has been either assembled or transported here that is in the center of the frost well. It's the size, it looks like a giant spire. And Animus, you notice it is made out of stone that is native to the Shadowfell.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It looks like a large, like, jagged piece of glass that has jutted out of the landscape. And you can see the clouds swirling around it, creating almost like storm clouds. And you can see energy is beginning to funnel out of it into the sky. It's kind of collecting in this large orb above the spire.
I don't think we're ready for this one, guys.
You heard the man. Everybody back down.
Back in the hole.
And by some magical way, we get back in the hole, but I'm not expanding.
We're suddenly in the hole.
No, but seriously, this is a serious issue. I'm getting some of that feeling that this is most likely part of the Shadowfell in some way, which means that they've branched.
Oh, yes, we should take a trolley back.
No. I'm just saying that means they've been able to branch some sort of larger opening between the 2 planes, and that definitely means our time is running thinner and thinner here. So, is there any easy way to find Richter? Do you want me to try to scry on him?
Them Animus killing Anzu.
You're correct. You are Anzu the White, the greatest wizard in this group.
White can also be spelled Wight, right?
That
God damn it. Isn't that a creature? Isn't a white a creature?
Yeah, it's like a skeleton zombie.
So you're a skeleton zombie wizard.
That actually would
No,
be a really cool
Anzu,
character. That's essentially what Skeletor is.
W-Y.
It's also an island.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I misspelled wife whenever I apply my word.
Okay, Anzu, we need to figure out, are we trying to find Richter here, or are we getting back to Singorn or Amon, or what? What's going on?
Sirius, as they're talking,
I think we're looking for Richter.
you see these winged creatures
Oh,
kind of
fuck.
circling
Nah.
large bat wings
Please.
that every time they flap, like shadow itself drips off of them. You see that their forms are kind of
Oh.
shifting and incorporeal. You guys also see down at the bottom. Who hasn't seen Lord of the Rings? Sorry, Abby, don't mean to call you out. Okay, so for the people who have, you guys remember when Saruman is like leveling the forest all around them, and they're like making all these weapons and stuff?
Yeah, and then the ends
It kind of looks like that down in the Frostwell. You see that they're cutting down all these trees, forming weapons. It looks like a group ready to mobilize, or getting ready to mobilize for war.
Are
Hey,
there tree people that we can convince to join us?
Ents do exist, just not. You'd have to go to the Feywild.
Well, unfortunately, the only hope we have is maybe Titania, and then
I think we should not have this conversation like right here.
That's what I'm
You guys are
saying.
pretty exposed.
Do you want...
I think we should move somewhere.
Cirrus, make a survivor check for me. Survival check, please.
Survivor check.
Survivor check.
Have I been voted
Tribe
off
is
the island?
spoken. Yeah,
That
I would love to compete on Survivor. That'd be so fun.
That is a 14.
14. So you've been looking around and you see a large snowbank that if you guys were able to get behind it, you could obscure yourselves from the people below, and you could still look at it, like still spy it.
Hey, we should move over there. There's a snowbank, and we can like hide ourselves from other people.
I will do that to that...
But the cool thing, we can also still see the snow.
I like this guy. Let's head over there.
Who invited you anyway?
I like it.
I like that idea to head over to that snowbank where people can't really see us, but we can still look down on them and see them.
I like the part that we can see them, but they
You know, I could leave, and then you guys wouldn't have a game.
Jake is like, I pretended to be sick last week, I'll do it again.
Yeah, don't make me do it again.
I have a cough, guys.
Guys, it's real serious. I'm catching my breath.
No. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It was just a joke.
Watch, next week I'll be in the hospital and we'll still do D&D.
Please don't do that. Please don't be in the hospital next week. I would feel horrible. People would look back at this and be like, wow, that piece of shit.
Yeah. I'm just looking for a way to get you canceled, Caleb, at this point.
It'd be me going,
A few reasons.
stop it. Stop that. Zach knows too much about my life.
So you guys move, and you're now obscured, so you can have your conversation without fear of being spotted.
So how do we find Richter? That's the main issue we need to figure out right now. Do you want someone to try to...
Oh, enemies, I mean, my glaucoma is in the way.
Well, I have scrying. I can be able to find the path. So if you knew a location where he was in, I'd be able to find the shortest and most direct route to get there within 24 hours.
Nice.
I have a way to be able to commune with nature in the way that I could understand the entire landscape within a few miles.
Oh, yes, you can commune with nature. Talk to the fucking snow.
Well, no, I mean, like, if there was some sort of living creature within a certain radius of my commune with nature, I'd be able to figure that out with it, as long as I choose to focus on that.
Oh, right.
Okay, well, if your son's here, I'm just wondering, do you want to find him or not? I'm giving you options. I'm just trying to help out. Is there another way we can find him easily?
No way.
Oh, finding.
What?
Finding. Richter. There we go. That what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that easy peasy.
Easy
Got
peasy.
your own cousin's name.
Oh.
She can find him easy
Listen,
peasy.
it's been a long day.
It's been a long day for Thea. She was a little upset when we went the vacation rod, and it wasn't the vacation rod. So
Yeah. Listen, it's disappointing. And I kept wanting to say Rupert, alright? I'm terribly in love.
we'll find him. We'll find Rupert again. Don't worry.
Yeah, and I'll pull out my little compass thingy that finds dragons, the nearest dragon.
Okay.
Does it still have Rupert's scale? Pretty sure.
It consumed it when you used that. So now it's more of like a generalized, like closest dragon. But you see it begins to kind of like twirl, and then it points north, and then it points south, and then it points north, and then it points south, and it's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Well, if we know which one's Shavira, then
Also, north is to the spire. South is towards Stingor.
if we know which one's Shavira
Actually,
is,
It'd be east to west, so east is spire, west is Stingor.
if we know which one Shavira is, we
I
would.
think that way is north.
Well, hold on.
I don't know how to try. Ask.
Yeah, I can scry.
I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
Well, here's the issue, though. We've already scryed on him, right? And it would just figure out another dungeon room where he's being held. We need to figure out if the one on Thea's compass, which one is Shavira and which one is Richter. And God knows, Pelor only knows if there's another dragon involved, and we're just absolutely fucked out of our entire minds at this point. But
To do her evil deeds.
we should head towards Singorn, because whether she's at the spire or not, if she's closer to Singorn, we may want to be there to at least provide some sort of look that we're trying to defend against a giant mind flayer dragon.
I believe Rick did.
Can you feel it? Can you roll a fatherly roll?
No check?
Jacob.
She really is the most rat ass.
Gosh dang it, Hunter.
Jacob, let him roll a father roll to see if he can feel that his son is
I'll let
closer
you
to...
Father check.
I'll let you roll percentage dice, and if you roll a 100, I'll tell you exactly where Richter.
I give him guidance.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
If he gets a 96...
Actually, guidance doesn't apply to father rolls, so
I'm not a father, that's the issue.
What is it?
Zygon is, though. Zygon could help him. Zygon help him with his father roll.
I will
So
help.
I use your fatherly
So if
instinct
this is one.
to aid.
Hey,
Father
is
to
this
father.
100 or is it 1?
what'd you roll? What
You got
what
2
value?
zeros And then a 1.
It's 1.
The 2 zeros.
No, 2 zeros and a 1 is a 100.
Nah, it's 0, 0, 0, 0. Is 100.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, you are right. Yeah.
It would be a
Wait.
1. He rolled a 1. 0, 0 is zeros on the 10s, and a 1 would be a would be a 1.
Correct.
0,
Yeah, you're right.
It is a
No, you're right.
10-sided die, so
Yeah, you're right.
0 plus 0, 0 would be 100.
This is a 100.
I can't. Yeah, there you go.
This is a 1. No, that's a
Four.
yeah, it's a 1.
there it is.
So you did the exact opposite of what you needed to do.
That's
So are we saying that he did not pass the daddy check?
We're saying he did not pass.
He actually
the daddy.
failed it.
He is not a father.
Let's head towards Singorn.
I mean, technically, Anzu is not Richter's biological father.
How are we getting to Singorn quickly? Do we want to teleport there? Are we trying to just walk it out? How far is he?
Walk, it'll be about 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, but like teleporting.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. Do we need to get to Singorn, or are we trying to get to?
Hold my hand.
Alright.
Pray with me.
What are we praying to?
Are we there yet? Did I do it?
Nope.
Do another percentage roll for me. This is how teleport works if you don't have a circle.
64.
So you guys all hold hands, and you see this teleportation glyph appears beneath you as you kind of feel yourself kind of become lighter than air, and then you reappear. You guys are in the center of Singorn.
How does it look?
You see.
Make a
I don't like that.
perception check.
That's horrible.
Take less.
Is that an everybody thing?
Yes.
$24.
20.
24, okay. Okay.
Got a 9.
But 9. So you're just like, whoa, this is where I almost got murdered.
Whoa.
I remember this place.
22.
Okay. You guys notice that a few of the buildings are still damaged from the melee that you had a few days ago. There's no one in the streets. All the buildings and windows are boarded or shut.
Does it feel like very empty?
Unnaturally, possibly.
Little bit of a ghost town vibe, yeah.
Follow the compass.
Zygon. As you guys begin walking around following the compass, which is now pointing more of like a northern direction, you guys pass by a what looks like a town-like board. There's different things on it, but there's one thing that catches your eye, because it looks familiar. You've seen this face before. This is the face you see a wanted poster, and the person that it's depicting is the face of the angel that you saw in one of your visions. And then you kind of blink and kind of lift up the eye patch, and it fades away, and it's now just a normal wanted poster of like a half orc that's wanted for arson.
Well, that was weird. We'll just keep walking. I won't mention it to anyone.
Okay.
Just a heads up to you guys. Last time we left Singorn, Navarn, the stupid old elf that is
Crazy stupid
old elf that is currently hunting me down, and the rest of us is still in Singorn that I know of. I know that just adds to our list. I just wanted a reminder there. So, Thea, which way is?
I think he's the least of our worries right now.
Correct.
Which way are we going?
You guys are heading north, so you're going more towards like the financial district of Singapore.
What do we do when we find Richter?
I'll take the lead and I'll just start walking whichever direction the compass leads me.
Okay.
That's our cleric.
Always.
Sorry about that.
Beat me to it.
As you guys are going, you start to hear the sound of footsteps, kind of going in a regimented fashion. Sounds about like maybe 30, 40. Heavy footfalls. You hear metal kind of pounding against metal.
Is it a marching band?
I'm gonna cast Path Prodigy on all of us.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Alter Self and make myself look like one of the elves of Singorn. So what elf? I know it's not gonna help because I'm standing out with the group, but like I'm still gonna do it. So.
Yeah. I need everyone to roll stealth checks.
Are we trying to hide right now? Is that what everyone's doing? Okay.
I believe so, yes. So Pass without a trace adds a what?
10
Adds plus 10 to your roll, guys.
Oh.
on top of what I've
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is not very stealthy in our group that I would know of without anyone metagaming too hard here? But I have known this.
Anzu has not been super known for his stealth.
I have known this group for a long time, so I just want
I've
to.
got a 26 now. So.
Okay, no one else. Hold on. I'm gonna add guidance to Sirius.
Okay.
And
He's a ranger.
I know. Since Anzu already used it, I know Zygon and Thea are pretty
Did
stealthy.
anyone roll below a 19?
I haven't rolled yet.
Ooh, Zygon, what'd you roll?
16.
Did you add the plus 10?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great.
Okay.
I should have done it for him. That's
You
unfortunate.
should have done Zygon. So, you all kind of duck out of the way, but Zygon, that image still nags at you. And you kind of get lost in thought as you look. No one else is with you, and the footsteps continue. And you come to this intersection, and before you can go out into the intersection, this troop of these shadow creatures begins marching through.
I would like to disguise self
Okay.
and look like that orc that burned something down.
Okay, so you disguise yourself. Some of these creatures kind of give you a look. You see their teeth are very sharp, almost shark-like. Black ichor kind of dripping from their mouths. Make a religion check for me.
I'm sorry, are they stopping me or are we just
No, they're just walking by.
Okay.
Wait, do they look like the things that I saw
On the
underground?
mountain?
Yeah.
Oh no.
30, 20.
30-20. You notice a few they're wearing kind of like tattered clothes, and you notice this symbol of a woman's face where half of her face is alive and the other half dead, and then the hand that comes up and kind of covers the mouth. Same effect, half of it dead, half of it alive. And you like a few of them have like part of the face or part of the hand, and you kind of all you use your knowledge of shapes and pictures and kind of reassemble the image. But yeah, they're it's very tattered and worn. This cloth that covers parts of their body, but it doesn't do a great job. You see, they're very it almost looks like the armor was built around their bodies, and it's more like a carapace of like an insect than it is like armor like that they put on.
Okay.
But they look at you and just pass by. You get the feeling that they're not looking for a half-orc arsonist.
Right. Excellent. Then I will continue forward along
Okay.
my arsonist ways.
Okay, along your arsonist ways.
Still looking for everybody because I don't know where everybody went.
We're so stealthy.
Anzu, you pop your head out of a barrel that you hid in, and you kind of climb out and start walking. Everybody kind of reconvenes off to the side of the street, kind of in the front of an alley.
I'm gonna look at Zygon and be like, I think you need this. And then I'm gonna touch him and give him the blessing of the trickster, so you get advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Ooh.
No, thank you.
Birdie wants violence.
Welcome to the dark side. Excellent.
All right. What are you guys going to do? The compass is still pointing north, but it's kind of starting to go like northeast.
Gonna fast track it in that direction a little bit.
Is there a stick just like laying around?
I mean, yeah, you can probably find something, yeah.
All right. I want to draw the symbol in the dirt
Okay.
as best as I can remember,
Okay.
and show everybody in the group and see if that means anything to anyone before we continue.
I need everyone to make a religion check. Animus, you get advantage.
Also,
I will add guidance to myself.
I would like that, guys.
I can't see anything. It's so dark.
You need to get a light in your office.
I have one. Hold on. Boop.
Anzu is a man of science.
Dirty 20.
Okay. And that's what you get.
16.
That's with guidance and advantage.
16.
So
That's a pretty good number, to be fair. For something, if I would have seen it before,
yeah,
should give me history.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out what this symbol represents. This the life and death sort of thing. You also, Thea, you recognize the woman that is depicted here off of Zygon's surprisingly artistic drawing. This is Winogir, the
Fancy.
goddess that you met, months ago at this point, who was from a different plane of existence. Animus, you get a little bit of a flashback as you remember when you were in that other world as that other person. You saw this symbol amongst banners of other deities that was hanging off of a large church.
Was she ever in that? So whenever I went down into that random, it was 10 years later, and I went searching with.
No,
okay.
she was not. You did not see that at all anywhere near there.
That's strange. Did Winogir? Is she the bad guy? Did she come to us in the woods when we were looking for the cure for the? What's it called? What was that sickness called? That.
The black spore.
Yeah. Did she come to us in that forest and tell us that we're trying to kill the wrong person, or did she send what we assumed to be Marquez here from the other realm?
I don't know. But
We should probably.
really, we can't do it for the game.
Thea, are you at all worried about your family? Do you want to, do we need to check in on them at all?
I'll cast sending to my dad.
Okay.
Say, just checking in. Are y'all
Are y'all okay?
Got it.
safe?
It's like when you call your family in Oklahoma to make sure they survived the tornado.
We're back in Singapore. Please keep me updated.
Okay. Message goes out. No response. And then a little bit later,
Don't do that.
we are safe currently with Linares.
Oh, so they're with Linares. They're fine.
Okay.
Going in, and I will scrub out what I drew in the dirt.
Okay, so you check it out. All right. So as you guys continue on,
I'm still an elf.
yeah, you're still an elf.
I'm still an orc.
I just want to make sure, because I know they're looking for the Kinku, and I don't want to be that Kinku.
Hello. Okay. I was making sure my mic was still working. As you guys get into the financial district, you can see a lot of the there's like banks and stores and things of that nature here, and you can see a lot of them have had their window fronts busted out. It looks like they've been looted. You see a bunch of money that's just kind of spilled out through the street.
Somehow.
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Can I go try to find some healing potions in those?
Make an investigation check.
What's going on? We were not gone that long. We were only gone for 2 days.
76 gold.
19.
19. You see a cart that has been overturned, and it looks as though whoever was operating this fled hastily. The cart has been basically ransacked, and you see a bunch of potion bottles that are kind of shattered, and but you do find 2 greater healing potions.
I'll do.
You also find a small vial about this big.
Yep.
That has a kind of pinkish, almost like Pepto-Bismol liquid in it.
I will take it and pocket it.
Okay.
Are there any bodies or anything?
Make an investigation check.
Is there any survivors, or is there anyone who is like very visibly hiding in these locations?
You're making your DC harder.
Are there any survivors? That would include any survivors in the situation.
Make an investigation check.
I will add guidance.
I just love how he's like, I will add guidance every time.
Every time.
Unless I forget. And then never.
Jacob,
What'd you roll?
can I please roll perception?
Nope.
Okay. It's gonna be a 13.
Oh man, with guidance? Oh.
My investigation's not good.
I have a +1.
So, Animus, you begin looking around, kind of sifting through the rubble. You don't find any bodies or survivors. You do see, however, you see like blood stains on the ground, or like some of the money is covered in blood. But yeah, no bodies, strangely.
Oh, fuck. We did not leave Singorn that long ago. What happened? Man, Connor, can you put your mic a little closer to your mouth, please?
Yes, you can follow. You can keep following the compass.
Damn compass.
There you go.
All right. So you guys continue going, and you eventually the compass. You go past this large bank building, and the compass goes from pointing you straight to pointing directly at that building. You see the large doors have been blown off their hinges. You see a bunch of blood stains along the ivory floor.
There's a big hole where the door was.
Big old hole. Not like a dragon. It's not like Looney Tunes.
Anzu, I hope to God your son is not involved in this situation.
He probably is.
Unfortunately, you...
Something.
All right, I need everyone to make stealth checks for me.
Do we still have Pass Without Trace? It lasts an
Yes.
hour, right? Or 10 minutes?
Yeah. It lasts an hour.
Second.
Say again?
You still have advantage. 28 for me.
28. Okay.
I'm adding...
I have a 24.
Okay.
Fuck.
39.
Oh my gosh, a 39?
I shouldn't have given it to them.
You guys do not know where Cirrus is. You can hear him, cannot see him. He is gone.
Where'd you go?
And then you guys see he's just hiding behind Zygon as he's kind of...
17.
I want to swing at him because he scared me.
That's with guidance. Oh, I get the plus 10. Never mind. 27.
Go ahead and roll to see if you hit Zygon.
Where'd he go?
It's just a friendly slap of anything, you know.
I make like the really creepy like Shaggy laugh.
18.
All right, 18. What's your armor class?
Zoinks.
16.
It's a real
you-
pterodactyl scale.
You, out of instinct, Zygon just smack Cirrus.
Don't come at me from the side that my eye patch is on.
So you guys creep into this bank, and you can see what look like these large carts, and you see attached to them, pulling them, are these large beasts about the size of rhinos. But you see, like, they've got gnashing teeth that are like shark teeth, just these really sharp things. And then you can see on top of their head, there's another mouth that kind of opens and closes too. You can see there's spikes on their shoulders, and as they walk, they just kind of drip shadow. Inside these carts, you see just piles of bodies of these other shadow creature things, of elves, a few random other people that were in the city at the time of the attack. But you can see these shadow creatures are piling these bodies up in these two large carts.
Jacob, do I know what they're doing with these?
Make an intelligence, just flat intelligence check.
History?
You're gonna destroy the
Nope,
world. Why would
just
you clean
intelligence.
up?
Adding guidance.
Doesn't make sense.
How do you add guidance on yourself?
It's touch any creature.
It's magical guidance. It's magic.
Where are you touching yourself? Is what I want.
In my head, like this.
He touches his head.
Son of a bitch. I've really set myself up for that one. Straight intelligent. It's a 12.
There's a lot of different things that they could be doing with these. You don't quite know what exactly they would be doing. But it's probably not good.
Do I remember anything of like what they would do with dead bodies?
You don't remember anything from your experiences in the Shadowfell that use dead bodies.
Okay.
But as you guys go in, you kind of start going up this staircase that overlooks the main area. You can see in the center, directing these creatures, is Richter in his human form.
No. Tia, I'm so sorry.
And we're going to jump out. Is everybody?
This isn't a birthday party, Anzu.
Carts begin to roll out, kind of begin going down the steps to the outside. You see Richter, he kind of he stops for a second.
No, please.
He begins to smell the air.
Alright, I'm gonna jump out in a goddamn fireball.
Okay.
Richter?
What level are you casting Fireball at?
It's a
7th level spell. Okay.
yeah, all spells out of, or at least fireball, is after 7.
Surprise round.
While this is happening, I go try to find something to hide behind.
Alright. So, Anzu, as you jump out and shoot this fireball at Richter, you see he has this strange cloak on him. And you see him get it up, but he like flies it up, and the fireball connects with it, and then you see the energy of the fireball get absorbed into the cloak.
No.
Oh, God.
Jake. No. No. No, there's no.
I like how he just shocked you.
Would anybody like to help?
That is not.
I'm just waiting for. Hold on, Jacob. I'm gonna.
So, as you guys are planning this, Richter gets closer to you, Anzu. No, is that any way to treat your only son?
I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm going to fix it.
Who's to say that there's anything wrong?
I think it's been a while since we've had a spanking, man.
Can I insight check him and just see if I feel like he's acting normal?
Me?
No,
No, not you.
Oh.
We know you're not normal.
No, I don't question him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big boy.
The big boy.
It's not good.
I could cast Feeble Mind on him.
He's a dragon. He has legendary resistance.
15.
15. You see his face kind of held differently. The pompousness of a dragon was never something that you could accuse Richter of having. That is until now. It appears that he's kind of holding himself more with this air of importance. He definitely seems off. It's not normal. His personality is not normal.
Is it Richter?
Do I physically see anything on him that looks abnormal? Like something is
Make an investigation check.
specifically the cause of that?
He's getting closer to Anzu as you guys are doing this too. He's walking closer.
Jacob, no, hold on. I was trying to wait for this moment.
Say
What'd you roll?
investigate.
Yeah.
Just
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any objects on his person that could be affecting him.
no markings.
No, nothing that you can see. He's got this very nice, like, silver breastplate on, and then the cloak that kind of goes underneath it. It's kind of like what Roman emperors would kind of wear. Kind of think that style.
Does it look like Cabal's right?
You don't really know what that looks like because you weren't there.
Damn it.
Jacob, if he...
Yes.
So, I know I can't hold a movement.
You can hold an action.
I know. So I'm trying to... So I kind of want to hold, like, because I'm pretty close to Anzu because I hid right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to, if he was to try to cast a spell, go for a grapple as my action. Okay. So move in between him and Anzu.
Yeah.
Both blocking, but also going for a grapple.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Okay. How close? Like within 5, 10? How much distance?
So, I mean, if he goes to cast a spell, I'm jumping out of my spot. And if he's close enough to grapple, sure. If it's not, I'm blocking the spell. So.
Okay. He stops about 15 feet from you, Anzu. Father, this does not need to be bloody. I don't know if this world is worth saving. And I have been assured that the next one will be better.
Can I insight check that just to see if that is really him?
Yeah, go ahead. I love the music that's playing here too. This is very anime.
Six, 26.
26. From everything that you know of your son, this is him. It just seems as though he has had some sort of he is thinking differently in some way. You don't know if it's through his own thought or if it's through some sort of influence, but it's definitely news to you that he would think this way.
Greater Restoration wouldn't fix a mind spell, right?
It depends on the level of the spell.
Of the mind spell or Greater Restoration? Or both?
Of the mind altering spell.
It'd be a curse.
Not necessarily, just because it's a it alters the mind. It does not mean it's a curse.
Oh, charmed or petrified. Yeah, I guess it would have to be some sort of spell then. That would be. What would last this long, though?
Okay. Can I send Zato at?
Your little bat?
Through Zato. Yeah. As
Okay.
soon as he lands on it, cast Identify.
What are you wanting to identify?
Him. Because it'll
right.
tell me if, like, anything up.
Let me see here.
Is there an object on him that's different? Is he wearing any objects that are different than what he usually wears?
No, Thea didn't see anything.
Okay. This is weird. I don't like this.
Is it inspect? I always forget. Is it inspect or is it identify?
Identify.
Okay. Why is it not spelled? Oh wait. It doesn't go. Words are hard.
Alphabet.
I would say that this. It wouldn't. You don't notice anything, and there's no magical energy that you're getting that that identify would really work on. He looks down at you. I know that you have. I know what you did in Western. I don't know if that was the right decision to be made. She was free of this conflict, and now you've brought her back into it. And you see a brief flash of anger across his face.
She?
Why did you make that decision without asking me? Did you think that I would be okay with? Did you think we would have never known? I will give you and everyone else that is here one opportunity. Lay down your weapons. Give up Animus.
Oh, man.
And I will make sure that all of you and all that you care about is safe.
Hey, Jacob.
Yes.
That little cloak thing that did the thing with the fireball. Does it work? Does it do that with other spells, or do I know anything?
Make a make a history check with disadvantage.
History with disadvantage. Oh boy, this is gonna go.
Sorry, I can't touch you, so you can get guidance.
No, that's okay.
No touching.
Well, all right. That would be a 4.
4. It looks cool. It's a cool, magic stuff is weird. It's real weird.
It looks cool. Can I put a hunter's mark on him?
Yeah.
Alright.
You now have a hunter's mark on him.
Do I know if it works or not?
Yeah, it seems to take effect.
Alright, cool. I am hiding behind a tree about 200 feet away.
You're outside the bank. You're just like, I hope this is okay. I hope we're okay.
I want to look at Richter and just ask him, how did they convince you that their plan was correct?
He
What
looks at, where are you in relation? Are you like up on top of the staircase, up on the balcony? Like, where are you?
I have no idea.
Well, no, like just like in the scene. Where do you want to be?
Where's he standing?
He's standing in like this lobby area. So like there's these 2 staircases that are close to the front of the door that kind of spiral up into offices that are on the 2nd floor. and then the main area with where the vault is on the lobby, and that's where they are.
Just came in through the front?
Yeah.
And I'd probably still be down there.
Okay. So his attention goes away from Anzu, looks over at you. You seem a little different, cousin. There's a little bit more of an edge. People change, don't they? Some a little bit more suddenly than others. I was doing research into the Five and found evidence of their extraplanar origins.
Birdie.
It was there that Shavira contacted me, and at first I was very, very apprehensive. However, she has her own motivations, ones that I think bring a happy medium between both positions. It was not my doing that led to the deaths of these people. I also protested greatly and saved a few. But I'm afraid many will die in order to achieve this.
What?
She's probably barking at a ghost.
Is it a ghost?
She says ghost. Dogs can
Building
see
was
ghosts.
built in like the 30s.
Ghosts.
Spooky.
Anyway,
Richter begins walking towards you, kind of going past Anzu.
so you're fine with countless of innocent people dying.
No, I'm not. And as I said, I've tried to save as
You
many as
think it
possible.
means good ends.
I think that most of these people will die anyway. The ones that I save will remain that way. And now he is literally like face to face with you. Birdie says, "Ghost."
I would like to come out and be like, so what do you want me for? And I want to pretend to be Animus.
Ooh. Make a deception check.
My specialty. Excellent.
When he does that, alter self to become Zygon.
Ooh.
Because I can use alter self. I can use it at will. So
I have a question about alter self though. Do you replicate the height?
Beat the Five, not join them.
I'm still kneeling down, so I might try to hide that a little. It's medium.
Okay.
It's only size of creature, so I can't. I'm a medium-sized creature, so I could replicate as high up as I can. So I'd probably get to a close height. I just wouldn't get to exact height, probably, because he's large,
Zygon
right?
is a large creature.
Yeah, so I'll still be.
Actually, no, Zygon's medium because Lochnar is large.
Okay, so yeah, I'd be able to replicate his height.
Okay, just double checking. What was your deception check, Zygon?
28.
28. Hang on, let me double check and see one little thing, because I think dragons...
Hold on, let me pee while you double check that.
I think dragons have the ability to kind of get around this.
Because I still want to be in my orc form, so I just want to pretend to be Animus, pretending to be the orc.
Yeah.
I like that.
So even if he sees that I'm like
Wait,
disguised...
so you're a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude?
Ah, so you're like Hermione Granger pretending to be Bellatrix Lestrange.
Let's see.
Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, yeah, they do not have true sight. Good to know. Okay.
Excellent. Oh, also, I have divine sense, so I could detect celestial, undead, and fiend.
Nothing in the area.
Okay, just checking.
He looks over to you Who? Okay, so you are pretending to be Animus, disguised as an orc.
Yeah.
Just to double
Who
check.
is an arsonist?
Who is an arson? Okay, just to double check.
Just for flavor. Just for flavor.
Okay.
Okay.
He looks over at you, and he kind of looks you up and down. And then he grabs the back of Thea's head. And you see him grab this small vial out of his cloak. He uncorks it, and he immediately pours it down your throat.
No.
No, my mouth is so closed.
Not... Okay, I'll allow you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What happened here? What did I... What?
It worked. Thank you.
Oh. Wow.
What did you roll?
It worked, and he's pouring a vial down Thea's mouth.
Okay. So Thea, the liquid goes down your throat, and you immediately feel horribly sick. He lets go of you as you immediately collapse to your knees, and you begin to retch, just vomit coming out. You guys notice within the vom is the illithid tadpole, and he actually steps on it and crushes it as it kind of wriggles and screams. My apologies for being so rough, but I didn't think you would trust me.
And I still don't.
You are no longer infected with an illithid tadpole.
I'm so...
What the hell just happened? Because I would pee for like maybe 30 seconds.
He grabbed me by the back of the head.
I'm
puts me
contemplating
down my
messaging
throat.
him to see if he's playing double agent.
What did Zygon say? Other than...
Zygon is trying, he's like, what do you want with me? And so Richter looked over and then did the thing to Thea.
And immediately grabbed it, yeah.
Cool, so we're all confused. I'm glad we're all on the confused level. All right, cool. All right.
Glad to know that you're all confused.
I'm glad I'm on the same page of not knowing what's happening.
So he walks over to you, Zygon. He looks you up and down. Am I to believe that you have recently acquired a half-orc arsonist on your little adventuring team?
Well, you never know when that comes in handy, and I'll use disguise self again and become Animus.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check to see if he notices.
Care if he notices or not.
Animus...
Notice like me
but
getting
no,
Yeah.
you also have the plus 10 one.
Well, Animus can also...
That's on stealth checks.
Animus can also change his appearance, so it's not like he wouldn't have done that.
That is true. That is true.
It's not like he wouldn't have done that
We'll see
to
what
get
this does.
through the city in the first place.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. So you turn yourself into Animus. Man, this is crazy. You turn yourself into Animus as he looks down at you. I'm afraid that Animus would be needed to finish what they're wanting to do.
Which is...
You know. You all know. I will offer one last time.
Party.
Either allow me to protect you, or face a unfathomable of evil and destruction.
I stand up as
Sound like much of a choice.
Zygon.
Okay.
Behind Anzu.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my mimicry, since I've been with Zygon for so long.
Yeah, you can technically replicate his voice, so I will say that you have advantage on...
Almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Advantage on your deception check. Go ahead and roll your deception check.
for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wisdom versus charisma, technically, for mimicry. Unless you want me to do deception for the disguise first.
No, I'll just say, yeah, for the disguise first.
Okay.
But the mimicry is helping you.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance, like, as I'm standing up, because he's looking the other way? Because it's just a touch.
I'll allow it.
Ooh, it's so good, though. Oh, it's so good.
I love when Caleb freaks out about his roll.
31, let's go.
Okay, yeah, you're a pretty convincing Zygon. Zygon, even, you forget if you're Animus or Zygon for a second. You're like, wait. Like you do Spider-Man meme for like half a second.
In certain sort of crisis, don't know what's going on.
Yeah, a little bit of an existential crisis.
And by
you just got to get a lot of apathy in your voice.
I know it's hard to mimic someone else's actual voice, so I'm just gonna deepen Animus's a little bit.
I will take no offense by anything you do.
I'm just gonna deepen my voice, my Animus voice, and try to play it off, but pretend I sound exactly like Brady, or Zygon, I should say. And how do we know we're going to be protected by you?
Valid question, Captain.
Thank you, First Mate.
Wow, you guys are so full of it. I've been afforded certain liberties, and I believe that I could keep you safe, all of you.
And by safe, does that mean you're going to work with us to try to end this, or are you still going to try to keep it on the same path to ending this plane?
I believe that this plane is lost.
I mean, it's not lost yet.
Much to learn, child. I'm going to believe your mother right now.
I mean, Richter, I think something that you may not understand is that Animus here went into the memories of what happened on the last plane that they did the same thing on. And it wasn't a new life. It wasn't a new convergence of the world becoming greater and the magic becoming powerful and everyone becoming good again. It was in fact quite opposite. It was drained of all life, all magic. It was drained of what was of that plane before moving to this one and now trying again. So maybe what they're saying is false. Maybe what you've been believing is something that they've been able to show you in some sort of indirect path. And I mean, we believed it for a while, as they said as well. We believed that same thing for the most part of what they were trying to do, until we also put some more pieces together and found out more information into what actually happens.
I believe that's the most words I've ever heard you say, Zygon.
Aye.
Do you know why Felmaros collapsed?
Do tell.
I would love to hear your version.
Well, it was a plane much like ours, only more advanced. Their magical technology had expanded greatly, similar to how ours was before the calamity, as I'm sure the history buffs of us know. But the gods of that plane were very greedy and required large amounts of magical energy to maintain themselves on the plane. As the technology of the people advanced, the greed and vile anger of the gods did as well. Until eventually, they began to bring judgment to their people. They desecrated the land, destroyed the greatest cities, murdered thousands, all in hopes that the ones that would survive would become faithful once again, whether that be through fear or through admiration. They did not care. But a group of warriors found another way, an ancient way. They learned that the gods of their plane were not their gods at all, but were in fact invaders, and that they had sealed the gods of Telmaros away. These warriors eventually found the seal of one such god. They were told the legends of the Dark Prince, but they never believed that he was real. Until they freed him. A war unlike any they had seen before erupted, causing the plane itself to fracture until there was nothing left but a monstrous figure in a barren landscape. They traveled here in hopes of perhaps saving or guiding this plane so as to not cause problems. They also learned that our gods had sealed themselves away ages ago. They thought perhaps this could be their final home. But their usurpers followed them here. That was about 50 years ago. Many things have been set in motion since then. But you're right, Zagon. Perhaps I've fed lies. Or perhaps you have.
I think I don't know if reality would show us what we've all been through. There are gods who still exist here, right? They're not all gods who ran away because of a certain calamity that happens that forced them away.
The gods that you have met on your travels are not of this plane.
I would say no gods are of any plane, but I, Zygon, have no knowledge. This is Caleb laughing. I, Zygon, don't have much knowledge of gods and planes and how they interact with one another.
Well,
It's true.
I do not wish to fight today. But if I see you again, my hand may be forced. And even to you as he looks out into the courtyard where you are, Cirrus.
Richter, I have a question. Do you remember what happened to the college, to the school?
I do.
Now, that was a travesty, of course. If you had the choice again, and all those kids were alive, and the school had a chance to be protected, would you try to protect it, or would you be okay sacrificing all of them for this same exact purpose?
The actions of others I would try to protect them as I did that day. However, what happened had nothing to do with the others that you are so desperately afraid of.
I'm not saying that, but I will say, with you saying that, it means you have at least some sort of, let's call it humanity, in you still to protect people you care about. And if the roles were Cran being in the position of the five and you trying to protect something that your family had built up for so long, and you were willing to protect them, and just because they're gone and now you see the entire creation of this material plane is something other than those same children, but actually the existence of many other creatures. I mean, I'm just saying.
My father told you of the real reason why he founded the school.
I don't know if there needs to be a reason. Those kids existed, those kids learned, those kids lived.
Those kids were taught lies and were given false representation. Also, if the college never existed, they would have never been brought to that place in the first place. The magical energy that they shared would never have been a beacon to those that wished to harness it or abuse it. Also, flashes over to Zygon, who looks like Animus.
You mean Animus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How's the hunt going, by the way? Do you know who your next target is after the old man? Perhaps they're closer than you think. Now, if there's no more questions and you refuse to accept my offer, I'm going to leave. I would suggest not trying to stop me.
You want to join me in trying to stop him?
Anzu, do you want to kill your own son?
I wish to kill no one, Father.
You're killing many. Look at the bodies you have behind you.
That was not me.
That was still you being on the wrong side.
Have you noticed any others in the streets? Have you heard any screaming, any crying?
It's because they're terrified.
No, it's because I saved them. You can check the buildings yourselves. This town is empty.
Point to the big wagon of dead people and say, sitting idly.
If you count those bodies, you'll see for every one elf there are 4 of these disgusting creatures.
And if you also consider what's been going on, if there was none of them here, there would be no dead bodies if we were able to fight. You, being a very powerful member of a very powerful school under your father, who has the ability to stop them.
Take a look at the elves that are in these carriages. Do you notice anything about them? You guys look. They're dressed very, very ornately. Jewel rings on their fingers. These are the rich. These men, while the city was evacuating, ran here. Do you know why they ran here? Because they wanted to make sure that their money was safe. They wanted to bring it with them. I told them to leave. They did not do so. And if I were to stop these creatures from doing their disgusting work, then the people that I am trying to work with would see me as a threat. So, before you speak of innocence, before you speak of your love for life, which, if my memory serves, Zygon, you don't have much of a problem for ripping the tongues out of dead bodies, or storing the heads for later, perhaps for a little bit of fun, or even searching a dead child for, 2, 3 copper? So no, I do not expect a lecture on the sanctity of life from you, or really any of you. What of the gnolls that you killed? They were merely trying to survive. What of the mind flayers who used to be people who could have been saved, but that you decided to kill. No, I do not wish to hear from any of you in the sanctity of life, for I have done very, very little killing compared to what you have done in the last 2 days.
Richter, I think
I'm going to leave.
You have
Try and stop me.
something wrong here.
Good luck. He begins to walk out.
What's the cape he's wearing?
It's this like really nice robe. It kind of glimmers almost like the night sky when the stars are out while it moves. It looks really cool.
Can I rip it off him?
Probably not.
But why?
Well, no, like you probably it's a magical it's a magical item, which means it's naturally resilient.
Yeah.
So like you could try and grab it, but like full on ripping it is going to be almost impossible.
So my second question is, Alter Self allows me to create talons through my hands and create a it does magical damage.
Uh-huh.
Would I be able
Also,
to?
depending on the magical item, it could also repair itself.
Yeah, but I just want to kind of cut and grab quick enough to be
Like
able
a
to
piece of it.
no rip it off them. Like if it's a robe of some sort, you can cut where the robe is connecting.
It's kind of like a it's more of like a wizard like robe, you know. So like it's like a full like outfit.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's not like a
So what is
bathrobe.
he trying to like walk into to leave?
He's just leaving through the front door.
Fire.
Do we go with him?
You're gonna shoot firebolt at him. Okay, roll to see if you hit.
First one, 22.
22 does not hit.
$28.
28 does hit.
Son of a bitch.
How much damage?
I think there's a 21.
21. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I then have one more.
Okay. Okay. So your attack hits, and you see it kind of as it hits Richter, it kind of dissipates, like part of the damage gets reduced. But he turns back to you, Anzu, and the look on his face is one of like heartbreak or like just immense grief kind of flashes over his face. You see like tears well in his eyes for a brief moment, and then he just continues walking out.
Can I do a fourth?
You can try. Okay, what level spell are you using?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. He's gonna try and counterspell it.
Counterspells, counterspell.
Natural 20. You would have to roll a natural 20 in order to counterspell his counterspell. Yeah.
Is anyone helping?
So the wall of force begins to form around him, and you see him kind of as it dissolves, and he begins walking down the stairs.
Richter, I'm gonna turn into Animus.
Oh.
Okay. He turns back.
I'm gonna go stand next to him so he's really confused.
He smiles up at you. What, Animus? What do you want?
We are going to save this world. And no matter what side you're on right now, you have a chance to come back to your true side. But if you don't, you'll fall with them.
I can say the same to you, Animus.
I know, but your father's on the opposite side that you are.
What, Anzu? What? Death Storm? What?
Ice Storm.
Ice Storm.
No,
I was like,
Ice
what
Storm.
did you just say? Alright, let me see. Let me see.
Anzu is not worth it. Not right now. It won't be the last chance.
I will pin him down, drag him back.
Anzu will get another chance, I promise you.
No.
I promise we will get another chance at this. This isn't the place.
No.
Okay, so he naturally...
We're losing allies real quick. What?
What's your spell save DC?
20.
20? Okay. He saves, so... do 2d8 bludgeoning damage. He's resistant to the cold damage. Or he's immune to the cold damage, my bad.
It's
15 halved because he saves, so he takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage. He's just continuing to walk. He's now to where Cirrus is, and Cirrus, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
No, I don't like that. 16.
16. Okay. So as he passes you, he looks at you, and his eyes that look human go, and they go draconic. And he looks at you, and you can feel this like chill go down your spine. And then he opens a dimension door, walks through it. He's gone.
I cast counterspell.
Okay.
Anzu.
I need you to roll a d20.
It's a 19 now.
Yeah, you counterspell it. He looks back at you, Anzu. Now, how is Anzu like crying, or is like there any what emotion is Anzu showing
he's
here?
in grief, but he's not getting killed.
Rage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, probably just pure anger.
Okay. Eyes that once looked upon me with such joy, now look at me with such hate. And you see his form begins to shift as he begins to go to his draconic form. He finally,
Okay.
in his full form, is now his full dragon form.
I'm gonna cast Anzu's avatar.
Okay, if you do that, the building will collapse. Oh, we lost Abby. We got Abby back.
Sorry, I meant to hit unmute and then I said, let me just hang up.
That's hilarious. You can start running out of the building to try and get there as the avatar forms around you, but it's gonna be close because he's starting to take off.
We're gonna do it.
Okay, so Anzu, you begin running as the avatar forms around you, and you guys feel this immense arcane pressure begin to build up around you. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm taking damage.
Using lucky.
I got a 12.
I also got a 12. Oh, no, I got 11.
Okay. Race to the bottom.
Using lucky.
Can we get a 10? Anybody with a 10?
17.
17. So, Zygon, all around you, as this pressure builds up, you see Animus and Thea fall to their knees from the sheer force of this arcane energy as the avatar begins to envelop Anzu, this super massive...
Jacob?
Yeah.
Can I cast a spell before it all falls?
So the building is not collapsing. It's literally that the pressure that Anzu is building up through his arcane energy is causing you to not be able to stand. It's kind of like in Bleach with like really immense spiritual pressure.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's seen Bleach, but anyway, it's more of a flavor thing. It's not you're not taking any damage or anything like that.
Okay.
Zygon, however, because you have researched this spell, you can kind of resist this effect a little bit easier. But as you're running out, as Richter is beginning to take off, you get there as your avatar fully engulfs you. This thing is like almost 300 feet tall. It's super massive. And Richter begins to fly off. Are you going to try and grab him? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Let's do a grab and...
Okay, I need you to roll a grapple check with disadvantage because you're so big and the movement is slow.
Or would it be better to do it? Let's do an attack then.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
Uh, 33?
33. Okay. So you fire out an attack of arcane energy and it hits him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Is this...
It's just your normal swing. It's not the other spell that's attached to it.
This one's a 40. And...
Yeah. So you smash him to the ground. He turns back to you as he kind of gets up. You hear him kind of breathing a little bit heavier. You can see him, Anzu. He's bleeding. He may have a broken leg. You caused this. You did this to him.
I don't feel...
He struggles to get up, but he does right himself. You see him, he goes back into his human form. I do not wish to fight you. I don't think you know what really is at stake here. Let me go. Trust me. his face, father. It just took me a lot longer.
He's smiling. This better be what I think it is. Alright. Can I sneak something in his pocket?
Make a sleight of hand check. Well, it also depends. What are you trying to do?
Well, as he's knocked down, can I try to, get on top? And then,
sure.
Somehow slip it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him and then do it.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Hold on, my fiance. Did the Eagles win? Okay, great. 5-0, undefeated in the NFL. Everyone else sucks. Broncos suck.
I know. Tell her.
Another-
Tell. We all know.
Bears suck.
Tell her we all know.
The Chiefs suck.
Yeah, I say
You forgot the Bears.
Because guess who's the only one that's undefeated? The Birds.
Oh, the Eagles. Enjoy it while it lasts. They choke in playoffs every year.
The Cardinals.
No, the Eagles.
She said the Birds. The Cardinals. They're a bird.
There's also the Seahawks, the Falcons.
Oh,
All the birds.
okay.
All the birds.
Alright, the town drunk has made her appearance. Okay.
Jesus.
Get that mic in there.
Yeah, there's a reason I locked the door, honey.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright.
Football.
Sorry, Hunter, you were in the middle of mounting him and slipping it in.
Exactly, and that's what got a restraining order. So,
Wow, you got Caleb and Zach hard.
Oh fuck! Right
I
on.
heard it while I was walking
Punch
around
in
and
the
doing
face.
what I was doing, and I hurried back just to.
Oh, right on the inhale.
All right, what are you slipping?
a scroll.
Okay.
That
What?
has
Ooh, fun. Okay. So, as you get this in there, and then the avatar starts to dissipate, he looks at you and gives you kind of this wry smile, and then a dimension door opens, and he goes through it.
Counterspell. No.
You punch me, you're supposed to punch me.
He didn't. He said he didn't want to fight you.
Alright. As he's going, I'm gonna play it up. Fucking bastard. Piece of shit. I knew I should have never have had you. I should have kicked that egg down the fucking mountain.
You tell him.
All right. Well, that will be where we tonight's brief break. Welcome back, everybody. All right. So, the city of Singorn has been evacuated, and the beasts carrying the bodies have long since gone. The party is now in the bank, trying to assess what their next move should be. Also, Zygon, I need you to make an intelligence check.
Uh, 17.
You can now use Anzu's avatar at 5th level.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Did you fucking get it? I had to fucking earn that. Hey, what the fuck?
This has been like months. This has been a
I'm
months
so intelligent.
of process.
He
It's their
actively
study.
trying to do shit. He just, he looks at something and boom, you get there out the fucking ass.
I mean, that's kind of how sorcerers work, and some warlocks, depending on certain disciplines.
Isn't that kind of how you learned Anzu's avatar? You just practiced it a couple times and then got it?
Yeah, but he created it.
From a different avatar, right? From Linares's?
Well, maybe.
Semantics.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Mine was more for offense. I'm going to gather everyone up. Do I see any survivors left that we can take with us?
No.
None at all.
Nope.
Any wizards in those big piles?
Not that you can tell, no. Most of them are investment bankers.
Are those creatures still here?
No, they're all gone by now.
I will do the Dumbledore thing where I... Whoa!
Where are we going?
I don't remember him growling like that.
Where are we going?
Oh well, yeah, he doesn't growl, but he goes like...
He just does
You
that.
won't be catching me today!
That's the growl is in the extended cut.
Ah.
They add 2 seconds. They added the extended cut is only 2 seconds longer.
Oh man, that's like one of the most controversial line reads in the entire series. Anyway, where are you going, Anzu?
Who am I? I'm guessing all that.
Let's just go back to the guild hall anyways.
Does Anzu just like disappear, or just like?
He can teleport all of you guys.
Oh, we're all going. Okay.
I'm that.
All right.
strong.
So you guys appear in the guild hall in your meeting room where one of the circles is. What are you guys gonna do?
I would like some food from the kobold.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you're gonna try your luck with that again.
So seriously, you run downstairs. The kobolds are doing meal prep right now. It's a lot of lettuce flying everywhere.
I just sit at the bar and kind of wait.
Okay. You see this one female kobold come over. She has a notepad. Goes, "Brat."
Ah, you're new. Chef's special, please.
You're
She
new.
looks at you as she goes back.
Excuse me, little. Can I get them?
Oh, we really
Your mic cut out. I did not hear that. She jots it down. Goes back into the kitchen. Also, like, Anzu, you saw like the writing on the notepad. It is like the worst little kid scribbles you have ever seen. It's not real. She's not actually writing down anything. They don't know what they're doing. They've seen other restaurants do it, so they think, that's what we're supposed to do. We're professionals.
Richter used to write like that.
Oh my god.
Is that before or after you broke his leg?
I get up and move like 2 spots away from Anzu.
Yeah.
His eggs are seasoned by his tears.
They're salty eggs.
I suppose we should go check on the dish in the wall.
Oh,
Why has it been so long?
I'm actually up there right now. I was never gonna check on her.
Say me down here.
I will check on her. Don't worry.
I'll go up there. I'll go there and check on the bitch that's inside our wall because I forgot her name.
Tabitha.
Becky?
I will check. I will go with Anzu to check on
Not
Tabitha.
even close, Hunter. Not even close. It's Becky with a B.
Beppy.
There is a B in her name, at least. Yeah.
Wow, pretty quick.
She's
If
still
I
dead?
remember correctly, she was gone, right? Last time you guys checked?
No, we moved her.
She was gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the body's still there.
Well, I mean,
There's also a note on the desk or the big table, the meeting table.
Flagon, could you come in here? I'm thinking about using this lady's body for a chandelier.
no, we're not using her body. No.
Oh, it
So
doesn't stink.
As they're
I'll
having
go
this
in there.
conversation, Cirrus,
Maybe we could use her as a ceiling fan and her legs.
the chef sticks his head out and he sees you, and you see a tear roll down his eye. He never thought he would see you again. It's been maybe 30 years, maybe 5 minutes. Kobolds aren't good with time stuff.
They're like dogs.
Kinda, yeah. So he looks, he nods, he goes back into the kitchen. You hear a massive explosion, and then he comes out. He comes out. You see the top of his chef's hat is now singed and slightly on fire. He plops in front of you a giant steak that has been fashioned into the head of a dragon. Ooh. And you see it is spraying fire out of its mouth, and it is currently cooking a creme brulee with the fire coming out of the steak dragon head. And then they garnish with a pickle. And he steps back.
I'll do and then I'll grab the knife and fork like usual. No, kind of throw the knife and fork away and just
He's openly weeping as the rest of the sous chefs come out, which now there are 4 of them. One of them is missing an arm. They come out.
It was used in a recipe.
They all just look, and they're all crying because they're all so happy to see you once more, their best customer.
I'll do it. And I will finish my meal and then join everybody else.
All right, so they're still having the chandelier conversation.
No, we're not. We're not making her into a chandelier.
Well, there is a note.
Would like to read it.
All right. So you see a wax seal of the clasp on the note.
You all have business with them or something? Did I miss something?
We kind of did. I think we filled you in a little bit.
Okay. I'll open it.
They might owe us money.
We helped them. They helped us kill the giant floating head.
I know that.
Yeah.
The meatball with the eyes. All right. So the note is written in Thieves' Cant.
I can read that.
Hey. Okay. So, the note is essentially saying that they have been seeing activity in the undercity of Iman, the more nefarious sort of places, and they've been hearing a name get repeated over and over of Marqueus. Genevieve flagged this, thinking this might be something that you all would be interested in, and she is willing to send one of her envoys to discuss it further, but she doesn't want to put more information in this in case it gets intercepted in some way, which it appears it was not. But this was sent a few days ago. You also don't know how it got in here, because the only people that are supposed to be able to get in here are you guys. So
Genevieve might have been able to get in.
That is true. You guys did give Genevieve access, and you never revoked it. So
yeah,
technically can get in whenever she wants.
We didn't really need to revoke it.
Yeah, she cool.
She was kind of an ally at the end, and
yeah, she cool.
There's no reason for her to turn against us right now, considering that she's pretty much for herself and the clasp. So
I will cast sending.
Okay.
Gonna be. Is bad.
Yeah, she kind of already knew that, but cool.
What else did you want to know?
She wants to know if you would like more information, because you can send an envoy to basically
more information.
Bless.
Also, how are the kids?
Okay, how would Genevieve respond? I'm gonna make Abby go into her other
Say, how are the
briefly.
kids?
Yeah, he did say how are the kids.
Yeah, because of the guild.
Yes. Birdie, can you stop? I'd like to keep my appendages, please.
Or he says, no, I will eat your arms.
No. So good to hear from you. I'll send someone your way with more information. And they're doing great. Okay, where do you guys go?
All right. She did not give a time. She did not tell you when.
It's not.
But it's coming.
Classic Genevieve.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for
Look at Bree.
Lanier.
She's like, I want those hands. Give me them
Why
hands.
is it so bad?
Give me them hands.
Speaking of Tabitha in the wall, we could kill the Baylor. Just a thought. I know
Have anything to do with Tabitha or being a chandelier?
it has two things. If we kill the Baylor, Tabitha's soul would technically be free because her soul is currently. That's the only way to actually free her soul. That was the whole purpose of keeping her alive. Secondly, I would not be a warlock anymore. I would be a much more powerful druid, which could end up helping us in the long run. I just don't know what else to do right now. The other thing would be for me to be able to go to the I forget what the water
Ashari?
Yeah, to the water Ashari to be able to finish my final lesson. I know this all sounds like stuff for me, so I mean we can say no to that, but I'm just giving options. Right now we don't have a lot of them, but
We do need
yes.
being a god.
Not a god, just a being from another dimension who knows everything that happened in the dimension that was once there, that was destroyed, that now your son thinks.
Godly powers and is the brother.
Does he have godly powers? I don't remember that.
Not that you know of, no.
That
He's
sounds like a god, though.
It's just that he was able. He has been able to cross planes. From what you guys understand, he's been able to cross planes and infiltrate into society for 50 years. Basically, is what you guys know.
Mathis is a good touch point here, if he's actually on our side or if he's just another. At this point, if Mathis is against us and everyone else is against us, why not just let this convergence happen and just be part of it? Just kidding, I don't want to be like your son.
Ooh, burn.
Not like that. We will get him back, Anzu.
I'm going to
You go right on.
Anzu, we're gonna get your son back, don't worry. If there's anything you've ever trusted me for saying, we will get your son back.
The orb? What do you want to use it for?
Lanier.
Oh, you want to teleport to her? I forget. How would she have... Didn't you give her yours? Because
I didn't.
Animus gave his to Rupert.
Yep.
And then...
I think I took Rupert's back, though, didn't I?
No, you
Like
took
whenever I
the
met up
other
with him?
one.
You took the other
You
one
took
back.
the other
Oh,
one back, and that one disintegrated.
That's right.
Why the fuck did I give?
The one that disintegrated was the two that
That were linked together.
were linked together.
Yeah.
Those
Now I
two.
can't get to my family, that's right.
Nah, you can still get there.
We've got magic.
It's just a tree hop away.
Magic. You could easily, like, what you could do is do a sending spell, figure out where she is, and then just dimension door to her. Because the city is not,
Sending?
well, the city's, it would probably take 4 or 5 dimension doors. Okay.
Why? Where is you? Richter. Yeah.
Okay. You get back. Mr. Husband, I am currently having tea with Mathis at his estate. Okay. So you guys do you guys all want to go there? Is it just Anzu? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm grabbing my fucking eggs and beer before I walk out.
All right. Beer in one hand, eggs in the other.
though.
Like a plate of eggs, or just have a thing
I think
of
it's just scrambled eggs in the.
Yeah, I think it's literally just
Why?
pocket eggs.
I would like to head to the dwarves
Just a
chicken
shot.
Fried over medium.
that are doing the thing for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yolk leaking out.
So that's in the
through his fingers.
harbor district. So
Yeah.
you guys can be together and then you can split off. Sirius, what are you doing?
I was having a conversation with Brady. Where's everybody going?
So Anzu and Thea are going to see Mathis. Animus is going to.
Oh, they're going to Mathis? I thought they were going to Linares.
That is where Linares
The
is.
same place.
Oh, that might be a good place to actually go as a group, to be fair.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I want to go talk to friend Mathis.
There might be some questions that we need to ask him, and it might be important that I'm there for that part.
Okay.
Have I
So-
met Mathis?
Yeah, he
I
is.
believe in passing,
Have I?
yes.
Okay. Alright.
He worked with us a ton when you, right around when you joined.
Yeah, you've met him at least once.
Alright. Well, I'll join.
Okay. So you guys all make your way to the Master of Secrets. The yard is very unkept as usual. Mathis doesn't seem to really care about the finery, unless it comes to like books or art, things of that nature. Birdie wants small daggers. He said, "I want that sword. Give me that
It's
sword."
shaped like a sword.
Um,
It's with Toledo on it.
But you guys make it to the front, and they were expecting you. The door opens as Mathis's caretaker answers the door. A small, kind of older halfling.
Where is he? Where's Mathis? Where's this motherfucker?
Master Mathis and Lady Linares and Master Targaryen are all in the study. If you would like, I can lead you there, or I know you know where it is.
I say it much nicer in Animus voice.
Yeah, I assumed so.
Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Where are they gonna go? All right. Do you guys want to? Do you want her to lead you, or do you just want to go?
Nah, we're going.
I'll walk.
Okay. So you guys make it into the study.
We have like a kind of a quick walk with us, it's like on a mission kind of walk.
Yeah. You guys enter Mathis, Linares, and Targaryen are sitting in kind of a triangle formation. Linares on one kind of wider sofa, Targaryen on another, and then Mathis sitting in a large backed chair.
You son of a bitch! I'm done. I'm
Is that
sorry.
how you enter the room?
I'd like to, but I'm not going to.
Okay. That's Animus's inner thought. Animus is so much cooler in his own mind.
No, he's not much cooler in his mind. He knows what he is.
A loser. That's what he is.
I'm a loser. I'm a weenie.
Mathis grabs a cane and slowly gets up. Hello, everyone. How are you? I am given to believe that things have become quite dire.
I'd say.
You son of a
That made the
bitch.
dragon worse.
Well, please sit down. Would you like some tea?
Yes.
No.
I'm getting a lot of strange
I'm fine with my
glances
eggs and beer.
and narrow
Right.
glares.
There's
I have a feeling that something has happened.
I'll take a tea.
Okay, that's one. What would you like in it? That's two. Okay.
The tea.
Honey, sugar, cream. I know some people like to put milk in their tea.
Yeah, I'll do.
I'll do some like
That's it.
7 or 8 sugars.
Ooh. Okay. Feywild, I
There's
forgot.
milk and the antidote.
Garrus. The big bottle of rum.
milk and the blue pill.
Wait, steady on.
Rum.
Mathis.
I don't know what all of this. I know that a lot of you have been very stressed. Please,
I
sit down.
said I want dwarven rum.
Anzu, I'm afraid I don't have any. If you would like, I could have it go fetched from the market, but that would take a few, probably hours. But I could if you would like so.
Tea is not important right now. We need to have a conversation.
I don't know. I think tea's pretty
Hey, how about
important.
this? How about
Maybe just bring the tea for them.
Is there anything you want to tell us? Anything important?
Andrew, if he was going to tell us this, he would have told us when he went like way longer ago. You have to ask a
Just back down.
straight up question.
Is there anything?
You see Linares kind of beckons you over, Anzu. Please come sit here.
Mathis,
Yes, and then I'll go sit on her lap.
Mathis,
Okay.
what do you know of Telmaros?
Just full on her lap. I just love that image of like
Wagging his finger at this guy.
Anzu's so hot and heavy, and then he just goes over and sits on his wife's lap. It looks like a toddler in comparison. It's
What?
perfect.
Let me tell you something.
It gets picked up.
Like,
I'm really living with you right now,
And
sir.
then he just starts Linares bouncies, and she starts like
Bottle.
I still got my beer and eggs.
She like picks up the beer and just kind of puts it in his mouth.
yeah.
I like to imagine that he's like getting bounced and it's just going everywhere.
Yeah. It's all over the sofa. Eggs and beer. All over oh my god. You tell that we haven't played.
Oh
We are making each other laugh.
That's good. This is
all
like
right.
the glaucoma all over again.
Reel it back in. Let's. Okay.
Mathis. What can you tell us of Telmaros? Also, please tell us some truth here, because our current adventure did not go well, and where we are in this war is not good.
Well,
What he's saying is we're losing and we're all going to die.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Professor Zook, I always appreciate your cutting to the chase. Animus, I don't know what they told you, but I can assure you, all right, fine. Let's have truth. And you see he slams his cane onto the ground and the doors immediately shut. And you see these large runes appear on the doors.
Ah,
Stay your blades. This is merely a way for us to speak privately without revealing to any outside sources.
is the tea coming?
Yes, yeah. Give me just a moment. And you see he walks over, he opens the door,
Sugar.
he comes in, he places the tray down in front of you. There's sugar, honey, cream, whatever you would want to add. He sits back down. I'm sorry. My manners. When you're accosted such as this, sometimes you forget the pleasantries. As I was saying, Anzu, you may take a look at the runes. It's not like I'm going to blow you up or transport you anywhere. Feel free to examine them. A wizard of your caliber will know very quickly that I do not wish to deceive you.
Telmaros, Mathis.
I'm waiting to see if Hunter wants to do an Arcana check.
I want to read the runes.
Okay. Zygon, make an Arcana check.
Even though I can read everything?
Oh no, this is more to decipher, not necessarily read.
Runes are more magic, not language.
Also, these runes are not native to...
And why is it called Eyes of the Rune Keeper?
Because it's an allusion to Odin. Anyway, these runes are written in a different pattern than what your native arcane magics are written or transcribed in.
Can I go over to one of the rooms and kind of pretend I know what I'm looking at?
Yeah, you sip your tea.
The 18.
Yeah, this is a protection spell, and it's also a warding spell, so no one can scry or listen in. Any like extrasensory abilities would be blocked within this room and outside.
Checks
Like
out.
nothing can come into it.
I'll give Anzu a nod.
As I was saying, Animus, to answer your question, yes, I am not from here originally. I was unwillingly sent here around 50 years ago. I was a boy, surprisingly, but I had all the memories I had of my previous life. I wandered for many days until eventually finding Himon, where I found an orphanage and pretended to be the child of dead parents, which in a sense was not a lie. I wandered the streets, learned everything using my knowledge. None of you found it interesting how I rose to the ranks of the government so quickly?
Well, the government kind of, how we've seen it work recently. Not too questionable how one would get into your position here in Amon, considering what happened in Westrun and also in Whitestone, so.
Fair enough. But Amon is more protected since it is spread out among many disciplines. I rose to the ranks, eventually becoming spy master, and thought that I was the only one from my world that had survived, somehow. I died who knows how long ago, and I thought that was it. But then I felt my soul being pulled through time and space, seemingly, until I arrived here. I thought everything was fine until about 10 years ago, when we started receiving reports from some of the smaller towns that they had been seeing a half-dead, half-alive woman, or a creature, humanoid, of pure energy. There were even reports of a young woman that could freeze you with a look that wasn't a Gorgon. I ran that down. It was not a Gorgon. And after more and more reports accumulated, I learned that I was not the only survivor of my world.
Are you talking of Winogir?
Yes, I am speaking of her. As well as Xenosiris, and Glacial, and I believe many others, but some of their power has been degraded. It's hard for them to maintain it.
But them being
Material form.
gods, correct? Or at
On my
least
plane,
lower level gods of some sort.
On my plane, they were the gods of our world. Some lesser. Glacial is a lesser god. She was worshipped in more of the snowy areas. Her worship went from that of nature to that of recreation. And with it, her personality changed as well.
Glacial and what? Not Winogir, Glacial and what?
Xenosiris. I have been trying to lead you in the right direction, but I was afraid that if you knew of my origin, you wouldn't trust me. I am sorry for deceiving you, and I'm sorry that you had to learn through whatever means it is that you did. What I can tell you is that this world is my home now, and I will do everything I can to protect it. And as such, you see him point to a stack of papers that are sitting on the table. Before you arrived, I was discussing a plan of action that I believe we should put forth. I've been receiving reports from around the world of these spires of black rock forming in different areas. One near Marquette.
Singorn.
Yes. Across the world. I believe that these are focusing spires, and that they will be used to channel the energy of the plane. It appears that they are made from stone from the Shadowfell, which I am given to believe through research that I have been overseeing. They're using it because the Shadowfell has a natural ability to drain creatures and landscapes around it. Once again, I am sorry for my deception, and I am sorry for the actions of my other members of my plane. They believe that this world is on the same track as Telmaros. I believe that through the interactions I have had with all of you and the people of this world, that they could not be further from the truth. So, I request your forgiveness. And I also request your swords, your spells, your knives, your mauls, and your bows as we go into the end game of this conflict.
I don't know if we were here to go against you, I'm not gonna lie. It was just more to get answers, considering...
You came in quite aggressive, just to be fair.
To be fair, on the second point, we did just lose like 4 battles in a row, as well as Anzu's son.
So we're taking out our losses on other people now?
No, we just want answers.
Yeah, well, I'll take it out on the ones who lied to us.
Taking it all in.
I wasn't necessarily taking it out, I was just aggressively trying to get answers.
Does Hunter freeze?
Looks like it.
No.
We can't,
There he's back.
What'd you say?
we can't hear you very well.
Now we can.
You're real quiet.
We're losing badly, so we need to change.
Well, I have 2 options. A group of adventurers a few hundred years ago fought many battles against a wannabe god named Vecna. The Council of Taldore was given a map that one of their members had researched, but she was so old at the time of completion that she was unable to find these pieces. So she entrusted the council to keep the information safe in case it was ever needed again. I also have this, and he pulls out a deck of many things.
No.
Dibs, she got the first deck. I want this deck. Dibs.
I would like to be clear, first of all,
I'm joking.
I'm giving this to you.
It's a joke. I don't want it.
Dangerous. This is more of like a... This is more of a Plan Z. Yes, yeah, I can see that you have something very, very dangerous. there is an option for us to do things with this deck, but I would not want to use it. This belonged to an adventurer many years ago. There's only a few cards left.
Complete knock.
Excuse me. I haven't been mean. Just tired of the push.
That's fair.
All of this aside, there's only 3 cards left in the deck, and through research we know of one of them to be good, 2 of them not so much.
I'll pull them.
So
right now.
As I said, no, you may not have this. No, you may not pull them. This is merely just in case.
Right, but what if that just in case was now?
Well, then 2 of you will likely die. Well, actually, technically, we'd all die. 1 of you would definitely die, and then we wouldn't pull the other one because it wouldn't. We don't know. What I'm saying is if it comes down to everything goes bye-bye or we pull from the deck, we pull from the deck. I'm merely...
backup deck if we need.
That is not reassuring.
I have something similar.
I already pulled
pull
from
out
it.
my little deck of cards.
I have a deck of cards.
These are the people that the world has entrusted to.
Your cards.
Oh.
Hey, you want to see something cool? Serious, pick a card. Want to see a magic trick?
You needed more.
Well, here. And he goes over to one of the dragon head busts that he has, and he pulls on one of the teeth, and it kind of, and you see a bookshelf slide over, and he goes in and he grabs this old parchment, and he says, would you please clear the table? You guys start to clear. Not that aggressive. And he unfurls the map, and this is a map that has 7 marks on it, all across the world.
Hey!
One's in the desert, one's in the far north of Taldore, one is near Onoa, and then the others are kind of spread out kind of randomly. Yes, Thea.
This is the same map that we found.
I was going to ask that. I was about to ask that.
Not.
Oh.
It is not. This is more... This is older, seemingly, and it is more refined.
Mathis.
Same idea?
Well...
Different places?
Allow me to explain. And a brave cleric by the name of Pike Trickfoot, after many, many years and doing many adventures, decided to find where the rest of the vestiges of divergence were. She has narrowed it down to these 7. These items were gifts from the gods of this plane to warriors and champions. You also see one of the marks is exactly where you found the sword you currently carry. So now there are 6. These could turn the tide of battle, but it's extremely dangerous to go into these places. The gods guarded these very well.
I mean, with the help of some gods, could we not get them?
The closest one to you would be in Onoa.
We could ask the Sphinx.
I have already been in contact with Gould Police. He knows of the location, but it will take a team to get in and out.
Hey, we're a team.
Mathis.
Professor Zook, I have many allies, but most of them have been decimated by the 5 already. They do rally. I have sent Rupert on a dignitary mission to Marquette to speak with Jamon Saord. But that may be a few days. Jamon is not one to... Jamon moves at a different speed than most of us.
When will he be back?
Could be a week. Could be 2. Again, it depends on how busy Jamon is. I know that there's been some rumblings over in Marquette.
Sent a vampire to the desert.
Well, Rupert's vampirism is not nearly as severe as others. I've been having wizards analyze him. It's quite an interesting case, really. But that's for another discussion.
Mathis.
The dwarves of Craghammer have pledged their help. At a cost to the Amon treasury, but whatever help we can get.
We have the Ashari as well, still.
I have been in contact with the Ashari. They prepare. Professor Zook, if you know where the silver dragons are located, I would love to know. A silver dragon hasn't been seen except for near your college, which, yes, I do know why, for decades. Nor have gold dragons been seen, copper dragons. They tend to keep to themselves or blend in with society. But perhaps if we were to contact...
Send out a call.
I don't want to scare the public. We do not want mass hysteria. But I could possibly send it through more of the academic channels. Most dragons of the more good-natured alignments tend to be drawn to places of knowledge.
Mathis.
I'll see what I can do.
Good guy.
That is called into question, Professor Zook.
Anzu, we just saw him. Don't even call it good nature. All right. Second question. Math.
What gives you reason to believe that? Hang on, Animus.
No, you're good. It's okay.
Reason to believe that, Anzu. The relationship between a father and a son is something that has always eluded me. But I trust you.
He's teetering. Let's call it that. Let's say he's teetering because I don't want to say that he is on our side and then have to fight him in battle.
What is your question, Animus?
I have 2. Number 1. Were you aware that your brother was here? Or is the Marqueus that came from Telmaros your brother? Or is it a different reincarnated / cursed version of him?
The man known as Marqueus that once my brother died many years ago. The man that now uses his name, I do not claim as my brother.
And would you say, did you know of his journeys into the darkness with his group to look for forgotten gods who he wanted to resurrect?
I'm afraid that I passed from Telmaros many years before anything like that.
After revisiting with the Raven Queen, she gave me a vision of your past and certain moments that you shared together. And she showed me near the end of my adventure into this horrible memory, Marqueus going to one of the old sealed doors of a forgotten god from your realm and opening it with his 2 adventuring partners, the 2 that were left at least. I believe one of them had already passed on in some way. And I believe they both had been killed in that moment, opening the gate to this forgotten god. I would be able to redraw the insignia of this god if there's a way you could maybe remember it from your world.
To tell you the truth, all of you, the memories I have of my plane fade as the days go on. It now feels more like dreams than it does a life lived. But yes, I could see if you could leave it with me, I might be able to remember something.
Sure. Second thing, would you be talking about the same group of adventurers that my master was part of hundreds of years ago?
He has confirmed the legitimacy of this map.
Would she be able to help in any way, or is...
has other priorities at the moment.
Of course.
Could perhaps help us. She will be there at any time. She's already saved this plane once.
Yes. I don't want to call her in to do it again if I'm able to maybe do half as much as she can.
From what I can observe, this will be a multi-pronged attack, and we will have to send you as a strike team to take out the Serpent's Head. But these vestiges can be very beneficial to us. I'll give you this map and send you on your journey. Gold Fleece is already expecting you in Onoa.
Also, Mathis, have we looked into the strange way that the different members of the 5 that we have quote-unquote killed or destroyed disappeared into these objects and possibly be still in a working condition for them to use in the future? Are we still going up against all of them?
I've been consulting with the members of the Cobalt Reserve, and we are currently investigating these magics that they may or may not be using. Once I have more information, I will let you know.
Well, we killed them once. We can do it again, right?
Perhaps. We should always be cautious, though.
Daenerys, what are you going to do?
Milky.
Want to join us?
Well, dear, I believe I should stay here. I'm currently recompiling my spell book, and I'm going to try and find some of the alumni from the college and see if they can help us.
Don't fall finding crime.
I have heard the stories, but I think that will be my best place of effort. I might be able to join you on some of these, but only if necessary. Mathis begins to roll up the map.
No.
He rolls up the map, hands it to you, Animus, and that will be where we end tonight's session.
Boy.
Jeez.
Well, I want to say thank you all so much for watching, whoever is. I want to say thanks to my players for joining me this evening. It was awesome. And I hope to see you all next week.
Back to the heaviness.
Good night /day / whatever morning it is